Wow. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, just to make sure my audio is good because I don't know. I have some help this time. I have second chance recovery. That is, oh gosh, hold on. I always forget. I'm watching myself, so sorry about that. I just want to make sure I stay up to date on all of the chats going on. So I have help, is what I'm saying. And Charlie V says yes. Okay, so you can hear me. My voice might sound a little bit different. I am sick. My wife's been sick all week. I got it, I guess, yesterday. My mother's been sick. Kids have been coughing and snotting, and it's just been going around. I finally got it yesterday. So my voice is a little more manly. I kind of like it. I don't know if my wife likes it or not, but anyways, I got some help tonight. So I have Second Chance Recovery who is moderating for us. So he's going to make sure that you're welcomed, that you feel proud to be here. And I'm very appreciative for you to come and just hang out on a Sunday evening in the shop. We try to do this at least once a month. Now, I do know that some bigger channels and stuff, they only do live chats for their members, paying members. But I like to hang out with everybody. So every single subscriber is very important to me. That's why I try to respond to each and every comment. Not only that, I have my wonderful wife here off to the side. She said, I'll be out there as long as you don't put me on camera. So she is going to look at the questions for me because I can't catch them all. And I get pop ups on my screen that I'm filming from. But I think I figured out the horizontal thing. Are you seeing me in horizontal? Awesome. So, um, we've got a lot of things to talk about tonight, exciting things. And I'm sorry if I don't sound excited. I'm just a little under the weather. So let me see if I can pull up here. Valerie, there's a top chat and then there's a live chat that shows them like in order that they come from. So I want to thank my wife for being out here, and I want to thank Second Chance for taking his time out to moderate with us as well. And I think I can do a pop out here and kind of see everything. So just kind of shout out whatever comments are going on that might be important while I'm talking. It's fine. Um, so I want to say thank you so much. We just finished our 8K giveaway. We're still got a big order going in to order merchandise. And then we're going to this week film our 9K announcement and give away for that. We're giving away 9 things for that as well. And so I'm saying that to say this. Excuse me. I'm putting in a big order for merchandise. So if you didn't win, you can either wait for your chance in the 9K giveaway, or if you want to go ahead and get on the ball with it, you can just email me at Butler Customs Motorcycle Shop at gmail.com and just tell me what you want, and I can reach out to you a way to pay and shipping address and sizes and all that whatnots. I added it up. I've given almost 50 things away since we started the channel, and I've given away over $1,000 worth of merch. So I hope you appreciate it. I don't ask you for anything. I'm just happy that you're a subscriber or that you watch my videos. You don't even have to be a subscriber to win. And so I'm just very thankful for that. So thank you so much. We've got our 10K bike we're still working on. That giveaway is coming up pretty soon. I think we're only 800 and something subscribers away from that. I'm telling you, this YouTube stuff is going fast. It's like a wildfire. And I'm happy for that. It's really changed the dynamics of my shop. When I first started the shop, I started out getting old bikes, fixing them up, and then getting them into the hands of a rider that would appreciate it. Then, money gets tight as it often does, and I just had to start wrenching on everybody's bike. I didn't care what it was. If it had 2 wheels or even 3 wheels, bring it up. I'm going to fix it. Now with YouTube, is flipping back to that. So my shop is changing because of YouTube. So that where I am back to buying projects, getting them running. Oh, thank you. Kathy Small sent 25 for the giveaway bike. Thank you so much for that. For sending me money through Cash App. That's very kind of you.
Watching from her hospital bed.
Watching from her hospital bed. Oh my goodness. Okay. If you pray for Kathy Small having some health issues evidently, and she's in the hospital bed. So I don't want to get into her business too much on a public chat, but be praying for her. They're wonderful members. They've been very supportive of the shop, and I want to tell you the people that have helped us out in the times when I had 500 subscribers, 600 subscribers, even 1,000 subscribers. I didn't know if I wanted to keep going because the time I was putting into it and not getting anything back in return was kind of hard, but I'm so glad it was because of people like that that just gave a helping hand or a word of encouragement, or people that comment and say, man, your video got my bike back on the road. I can't tell you how much that just uplifts me and makes me want to keep doing these things. So thank you so much. And Miss Kathy will be praying for you. Sending money from a hospital bed, that's talent. I tell you, that's a heart of gold. So thank you so much. Um, So my shop is changing back to where I am buying projects that you and I can fix up and then get into the hands of somebody, either through giving them away, maybe donating them to a charitable event, and even, yes, selling those at a fair price for somebody that's wanted a bike. So speaking of that, I snatched one up, and our members have already saw it. So if you're a member on here, don't say nothing. I'm so excited about it, not really because I've always wanted one, but because they're pretty rare. Harley only made 810 of these almost 40 years ago. And so, yeah, they're rare, but surprisingly, you can still find some on Marketplace for a really good deal. But I got this one up for basically the price of the motor and transmission. And so we're going to get it running, and I am going to take the time to restore this back to stock and hopefully have a nice bike, maybe for somebody's collection, maybe to keep here in the shop as a show bike to take. I think you'll be happy with it. Uh, I'm so excited about it. I'm like, okay, let's do a video this week of it for Friday. I know the 10K bike, we got to get on it. Um, But it's okay. If we hit 10K before the bike is ready, we'll just keep working on the bike. And I think the promoter said the giveaway, they're going to run it, what, about a month or 2 months? Anyway, so that's good. And that'll give us time to finish it up and get it into the hands of Spears at Paint by Spears. If you haven't checked his channel out, please do. I know a lot of you folks from here have went over there and subscribed. He does all the pin work. He did our 5K helmet giveaway, which was mind blowing. And he also did the Ironhead paint, which was awesome. And so he's very gifted and very talented. I can't wait to get that in his hands, that 10K bike, and just say, do your magic, do what you want to do with it, and then get it back. It'll be something very special, and I hope somebody enjoys having it. As far as getting it back stock, I'm going to try to get it back as stock as possible. Um, and then that way somebody can get it registered in their state. But again, it's a free bike. So you change it how you want to change it. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all. This is just a thank you for reaching a monumental milestone in my channel of 10,000 subscribers. I never thought I would get that far. I might not ever. We still got 800 and something to go. But I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Even if you're not a subscriber, just for hanging out with me and watching my videos and commenting and asking questions. I get emails, I get Facebook messages, I get calls. Uh, it's wonderful. I had somebody today say, "Hey, I watch your channel." They don't ride a bike, and they say, "Hey, that's really good stuff," and that just encourages me to keep wanting to film and be a part of your life. So thank you for being a part of my life as well. Okay, I'm going to hush. You're supposed to be out here giving me.
They're just chatting.
Oh, they're just
You need
chatting?
to kind
Do
of
I
go
need to
over
get
it.
off here
No, you
then?
need to
Just
go.
let them chat.
Just kind of nothing pressing. Just kind of read over them.
Okay, so you want me to do your job now. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, thank you, Charlie. See, you should have told me that Charlie said, dang, sorry to hear that. Hope y'all get to feeling better soon, or gilling better soon.
You're talking too much. Couldn't
No,
catch you.
you've got to jump in. You have to interrupt me. Alabama said, got his stator pulled. It was crispy. Oh, good timing on that, I guess. Uh, Dallas Watt said, we had something here too, coughing and such. Yeah, it's all like respiratory stuff. You cough your head off, your voice is gone. You feel it kind of in your chest and just hacking it up. No fever, no loss of appetite, thank goodness. Um, Everything else, feel fine. Just very tired. Tomorrow, I've got to finish up that Sportster we did the carburetor comparison on. I got to finish that up, rebuilding the forks on that, get that out the door. Then I might get our new project on the lift and just tear into that this week because I've got to get all the accessories and stuff on that bike over to our other painter friend, Mr. Mike, and have him restore that paint because it's special. It's original paint. I don't want to strip it or repaint it. And it's in really good condition. There's just some spots that need to be, addressed. With a 40-year-old bike, you're going to get that. Um, all right. Thank you for all the well wishes. Miss Kathy's in the hospital bed sending money. That blows my mind. uh, yeah, when the stator goes out, she smokes, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. I'm excited to watch more of the Sportster build. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good bike. Now, here's the thing. If something tragic happens to the 10K bike and we put it all together and we figure out, hey, this is going to need a whole big transmission rebuild or it's going to need a motor rebuild or something like that crazy. I don't anticipate that, but if that does happen, I've got that iron head still. The iron head with the old school Springer front end. Now, don't take that to an inspection place. They'll laugh at you. But maybe you can add you some blinkers to it and add some things it might need that your state requires. So we do have that as an option. It is an iron head. It's a 74, I believe, with the right side shift. So it's pretty cool as well. So we have a bike that we can use as our giveaway bike if something bad happens to the 10K bike, but I don't think it will. It's going to be a really nice one. Also, I just got word that somebody has acquired a Sportster hardtail frame for this motor right here, this 2002 motor. We can rebuild it. I believe it has a title. Maybe. I think so. Throw it on that. No, this does. It has a title, but they messed the title up by signing it in the wrong place. But if the frame comes with a title, so we can do this, we can divorce the motor and transmission, we can put it in that hardtail frame, and we can build, because a subscriber and member suggested this. Let's build this bike right here. I thought that's cool. I've never built my own logo bike. That sounds pretty cool. Is that maybe a next giveaway? I don't know. Maybe we do it for charity and really raise some funds for something good. So a lot of things in the works coming up. And so since I'm switching my shop over to, yeah, you're going to have to excuse all of our coughing. She's going to cough. I'm going to cough. You are not giving me any questions here.
They don't have none yet.
They don't have no questions. I see question marks. Is second chance beating you to everything? Okay. So it's really given me the freedom now to start looking at projects. I've discovered that my channel does best with Harley products. Now that's not saying if I run up on a cheap Honda VLX or something, a little 600, we don't bring it in and do a custom on it. I've built a lot of those in the past, but the Harleys seem to be, um, what works best for our channel. And I like the older Harleys. They are simply made. They're simple to work on. They're simple to figure out if something goes wrong. The wiring is often on the older ones simple to figure out. And I think that appeals to a lot of people, a lot of DIY in your shop, in your garage, tinkering on your own bike. I think that applies to a lot of folks. So I'm going to, as we move and transition our shop over to project bikes and pulling them out of weeds and old barns and then getting them back on the road, I think I'll stick kind of with that Harley kind of side to it.
Someone said to put t-shirts on your shop, so there's some discussion. If you want to clarify what's going on with the shirts, the
Yes.
store.
Okay. So the store, the okay. So I have a website. It's butlercustoms.com, and I had Shopify doing all the merchandise stuff on it. And I had like a free 3 month trial or like $1 a month trial with them. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Let's just do that. It was really nice. So you could go on there, you could shop any of my stuff, shirts, hats, patches, hoodies, all that stuff. You could buy on there, put your shipping address on there. They would send me an email with a packaging slip. I'd print it out, pack your stuff, boom. It was really nice. With every sale, though, Shopify took a percentage, which is fine. They're a business. But then after my free trial ran out, they were charging me like 40, $50 a month to have that. So I'm like, well, that's okay, maybe. So I had to add that in the cost, and what it got to was ridiculous prices for my stuff. And I just hate that. I just can't imagine charging, $30, $40 for a t-shirt. I know some people do, but so to make it cheaper on everybody, I stopped the Shopify stuff, got out of that. I had to unlink my website from GoDaddy with Shopify. I had to actually call them to do that because I own the website. I don't know why Shopify is trying to battle me on it, but anyway, that got settled. So I'm in the process of building a website with my website that you can simply do the same thing, but it kind of cuts the middleman out. Now, why am I doing that? Not to make more money, which I don't make much money at all off my merchandise, and it is to sell stuff to you cheaper. And so my shirts will stay a little bit above my cost. My hats will stay a little bit above my cost. The shipping will be added in there. So I'm working on that. So if you want something from me right now, just email me and I can get it to you. It's that easy. I have various forms of payment, so we can do that. And then once my website gets built up, when we click the go live button on it, you'll be able to just order straight from my website. So I hope, does that clarify everything? And it's getting hoodie weather here in Tennessee. So last year we had really good weather. We were riding all the way up into December, I think. So we still get a little bit of riding season here in the fall, which is really nice weather. I think today it was like 85 degrees today, and the evenings are like 69, 68. So really great weather for us here. So for us here, we're not really in the hoodies till Thanksgiving or something like that. So, but I do have hoodies, and a lot of people have liked those. They said they're good quality, so we have those as well. So I'm trying to keep the cost down to you, is what I'm saying, and all that. All right. Any updates, my wife? I'm glad I'm not paying you. Why are you leaving? Are you leaving? It was a joke. Hey, you're in the dark over there. Be careful. Don't step out on a ratchet or something. Well, appreciate that a lot, Kevin. 1K in merch is a tremendous blessing to the people who got them. Oh, why didn't you say that? Good gracious alive. This is so amazing to see you grow from one Hartsville guy to another. Yeah, Dallas is here local. Well, not the city Dallas, the guy Dallas is here local. And uh, so he's experiencing the same weather we are and the same sickness is going around as well. Bring him a Chinese Dong Fang scooter to work on. All right, I have some limitations even when I was working on anything I could find. I don't work on four wheelers. I don't work on tractors or lawnmowers. I don't work on side by sides, anything like that. I don't like working on three wheeler on trikes because I don't have a lift to get them up in the air, and I hate crawling up under a motorcycle trying to do something. But now, we're able to kind of go back and understand. I was sharing kind of a personal side of YouTube with a member the other day, and I think they were kind of shocked when I told them, kind of how much YouTube pays me a month. It's not what you'd think at all. Now it is growing, and it's almost tripled from last year, or I guess quadrupled from last year. But it's still not much. It's definitely not enough to offset any type of income, my day job, so to speak. But it is something I can see us having the freedom here in the shop to be selective and about what projects we get in and taking our time and spending a month working on them and getting them out the door. So I'm at the point now where I can, kind of be at the place to where I don't really take on new customers. I just kind of help service and maintain the bikes that I'm used to working on. It's kind of really exciting for me. And I think it'll be really good for our shop and YouTube channel as well. Look, have the tire, a Shinko 777 good tires, magnesium rim on the 81 Sturgis. Yeah, and Charlie's been working on his bike, and man, got it looking sharp. If you've not been over to our community page, do that. I think he shared kind of the process of building that up, and it's looking good. Alabama says, I'm at 800 subscribers. Hey, congratulations. Now, listen, don't give up. Some things that changed my channel that gave me encouragement. I set a goal to produce, edit, and film, produce, edit, and upload a video, a good quality video, long form video, at least once a week. And when I started doing that consistently and said, I'm going to do that just for, discipline, that really started changing things on my channel as far as people coming back, new subscribers, new views, things like that. Uh, so don't give up. 800 subscribers is nothing to shy at. That's really awesome. Just keep trucking, my man. Keep getting it. Uh, and I'll take all tools needed. Y'all got all tools needed. Oh, yes. For the tire, Charlie, yes. We got all the tools you need for that. Okay, where did everything go? No whiskey, dang it. Oh, only good talking. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm picking up on somebody else's conversation. Sorry about that. Put Butler Custom T-shirt on your shop, dude. Yeah, I've already explained that. Uh, pick up Evo project. Okay, pick up an Evo project. I did. You'll see it. That's the project we got. So that's going to be pretty cool. And when you see what type of Evo it is, it's going to be even cooler. Uh, Val, I'm looking for a zip front hoodie. Do y'all have that? Oh, that's a question for you.
I responded. I told her I would check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now for our printing, we currently use Vistaprint, and we've switched over to this Bella Canva, Canva Bella,
Bella Canva.
Bella Canva material. It's super soft material. It's really nice, and surprisingly, it was like maybe 60 cents more than the Gildan heavy cotton ones that we had. So these are a lot more comfortable. They fit a little better, and they run really good and true to size. This is a 2X that I've got on, so they run really good to size. But speaking of that, with Vistaprint, um, they've got a wide selection of different. They got zip ups, they got hoodies, they got jerseys, long sleeves, short sleeves, pockets, all kinds of stuff. They got jackets, vests, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to even get you a purse with Butler Customs on it. Huh? Great riding weather this afternoon. Found a serious back road. Oh, nice. One lane from town, water in 53. Nice. Uh, I'm listening to you. We went out the driveway on Fairlane. Sorry, it's been a long tuning into the stream. Oh, Paint by Spears. Is he here? Oh, there he is. Okay, that's who I was reading. I didn't even see who was writing that. All right. Oh, thank you for joining, Chase. Chase Spears by Paint by Spears. Uh, if you go back and listen, we have talked about you. And Second Chance gave a link there for your channel. That's awesome. Thank you, Second Chance. Subscribe to Paint by Spears above. Yes, please do. He is doing a giveaway when he hits 200. And let me look up. He was so close. Down subscriptions. And if you can't find the link there, which Second Chance did provide, you can go under my channel and look under my people I'm subscribed to, and he's under there, Paint by Spears. Let me see. View his channel. 190. He's 10 away. Awesome. Spears is 10 away from hitting his goal of 200 subscribers. So get in there, guys. That's awesome. Uh, 95 years a kid rebuilt a 76 shovel and a chopper back in 83. Nice. Thank you, Kevin. It was fun, a bit challenging a couple times, but overall not bad. Hard to keep it on the road in comparison to an Evo, though the point stands. That surprise bike will really surprise you. Yeah, Second Chance is one of our members, so he's already took a peek at it. It's pretty cool. Um, Not cool, maybe because you're like, oh, I had a poster of that on my wall. I guarantee you didn't. When they come out, they weren't very popular at all. And on the video, I put, the rarest bike I've ever had in the shop. But then my wife reminded me, no, that's not true, because there was a storage unit here in Hartsville, and a guy purchased all the storage units, and he was cleaning them out, and he knew that I was into bikes. And he called me and said, hey, I got a couple bikes here just wanting to get rid of. You want to come look at them? I went and looked at them. I think I paid $200 for both bikes. They weren't titled. One was a hardtail shovel head that was built to race. The other one was Sportster, that unique Sportster. What is it? The no, the that 1000 Sportster that was really rare. It had the cowl in the front and the fairing on the back. What's the name of that? Somebody help me out. It had the badges on the side of the tank. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank here. Let me see if I got a picture of it for you. You'll know exactly what it is when I show it to you. Uh, Tell me if somebody mentions it, babe.
XR 1000.
XR 1000. Thank you. Yeah. So I think I traded in, I shouldn't probably say this, $200 and something else that you might need, if you go out in the woods or the jungle or something, or the city for that matter. And it needed a ton of work. And at the time, I wasn't doing the YouTube channel. That would have made an awesome YouTube video. And it was missing. Now it had the odometer and tactometer. It had the front cowl. It had those hard to find things. It had the exhaust. It had everything. But it did need a lot of motor work and transmission work. And at the time, I was swamped with customer stuff. So I just posted it online, and I did not realize, I guess, how rare they were. And I did go to the clerk's office, and I did get a title for it because it was so old. I think it was a 72, maybe. I can't remember, guys. But anyway, I had people that owned Harley Davidson dealerships calling me, wanting this thing, and I'm like, now understand, it's been in storage. I don't know the condition of it. Doesn't matter. They paid. They had a shipper come out and pick it up and take pictures of it and put it on and take off with it. It went somewhere up to a bike store in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Do you remember what city? This was probably what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? So, the hardtail shovelhead frame I gave to a fella that was working for me in the shop at that time. He wanted it, so I'm like, we can have it. And then the shovel head, the 4-speed kicker I sold, and then the shovel head motor I sold. So it had a stroker kit in it. I rebuilt it and then sold it just the motor alone. So there are good deals out there, is what I'm saying. And this one I picked up that we're going to hopefully see Friday was a good deal. I think you'll agree when you see it. So I said all that to say that. I'm sorry. I ramble sometimes. Hello from Florida. Hey, thank you, Michael, for joining from Florida. How's the weather down there? A few hours outside Orlando. Hey, yeah, we were just down in Orlando not long ago. Had a good time. Wonderful time. Uh, Thank you, Kevin, for everything. Well, thank you, Chase, for all that you do. And I got to get with you. Chase had an accident with his, I showed you the picture, thumb, finger, thumb. I can't remember. A real bad accident. So I hope you're healing. I hope you're back to pinstriping, cause I need you, buddy. I need you. Slickhead had one on his channel. Slickhead 93 Evo. Good call. Okay. Spent some time in Kings Bay, and of course, easy to get to Jack's. Awesome. I love how you folks hop on here and chat with each other. Man, that's awesome. It's just a good community. Now, when I say I have the best subscribers in YouTube, I really mean it. YouTube does hold some comments, and I'm glad they do, but I can count on one hand the bad comments and just idiotic comments that I've gotten on my channel in these years. And that speaks to the community we've built on YouTube that loves bikes, loves wrenching, loves just the biker community, and is just very kind to each other. It means a lot to me, and I'm proud to be a part of it. So, checking in from West Tennessee, James Rogers. Where are you, James? What part of West Tennessee? Be safe if it's Memphis. Yikes, that's getting rough out there. Bad comments from the Yammer Hall community. Us brothers would never. That's true. Yeah. Haven't heard about your finger, Spears. Hope's not real serious and can and will heal good. Yeah, I think he was out of work for quite a bit, out of commission. I tell you, Second Chance is doing a fabulous job. That's awesome. I would say I would give him some free merch for moderating tonight, but uh, All right, he's north of Memphis. Millen. We've been to Millen. We've been through Millen before. Nice. Old Man Joe Daytona. Nice. Second chance. I have plenty of merch. Yeah, I think you've got everything of ours. Because he bought a hat, he bought a shirt, he bought a hoodie. Did he buy a patch? I don't know. I have to send him a patch if he wants a patch. No, he's got a patch. I think I sent him a patch. Yeah, patch too. Okay. Are you keeping up with these? Well, why ain't you saying that? I'm doing your job and my job too. You did bring me coffee though. That gets you some points, I guess. Okay, so if you guys are okay with that, we will get the new project back on the list Tuesday, start filming on it, have it wrapped up, edited, and to you by Friday. Now, for our members, usually you get an early release of the videos, but I'm kind of behind. The vacation, which I wouldn't call it a vacation, we walked 4 miles every day. You wore me out, woman. But anyway, uh, it got me behind to where what you're seeing on Fridays, if you're a subscriber, is what I was filming like the day before or the day before that. So I'm trying to get caught back up. My plans are to get done with that Sportster with the fork rebuild, start on the project bike. I'm thinking I can film that in a couple days. Then start on the 10K bike, getting it on the road. I did order some parts for it. I found some good bars, some risers, all that stuff. So I think I can start filming on that this week as well. We've also got to film our 9K giveaway. Where'd you go? You went off in the dark. Oh, to cough? They can hear you cough. It's okay. Um, so I think for you members, I can get ahead and you can start seeing the early releases of the videos again. And as we grow, understand we'll be doing member only chats and stuff and things like that. So I want to be offering our members more than I have been because they are paying every month on our channel, and that helps so much tremendously. So we've got 21 members, and that's wonderful. So thank you guys so much. We got 3 different levels you can be. The middle level, which is standard, and then our premium members, they get to see the early releases of the videos, and they get to see members only videos. So thank y'all so much. All right, I'm going to hush. And I'm going to read some questions or have you read some questions.
You're caught up.
I'm caught up.
There's just two that popped up.
Okay. You going to read them or well, I can read
Just
them.
read them.
I got a 80 shovel FLT motor, 5-speed on a Paco frame uh, with 200. Ooh, that's nice. On 16s. Oh, I bet that stance looks real good, Joe. Hey, good evening, Pops, and thank you, Second Chance, for catching that. Pops on 3. No, that's not my dad. Good guess though. I guess you call him Pops on 3 now. He's loving that trike, so um, he's loving that, and I feel good him being on that. Uh, so, all right. So questions, comments, suggestions, any negativity, you can just email my wife. She'll add it to her list. Excuse me. Good night. Just a grandpapa on a track. That's good. What year is the Ironhead engine behind you? It is a 75, I believe. Good year. The year I was born. It's got a tag on it somewhere. It is complete. Uh, Let's see. It doesn't say on the tag, but there's a VIN here, and it is it's a H5. So a 75. If you ever want to know the year of an Ironhead, the last number is a H and then a 5. So that's a 1975. That's the year I was born. So it is complete. It even still has the clutch cable in it, still got the starter in it, starter solenoid on it, the side covers for everything. I have the frame here. It's not hardtailed, it's a stock frame, and it is orange or red. And I live in the volunteer state. Boy, it'd be cool to take that Ironhead, throw it in the frame, and do a UT theme. Maybe. I know some might not like that. I'm not a big football guy. I played in high school, but I don't sit and watch sports religiously. Who's got time for that? I got too much going on. But yeah, it's just 1975. Yeah, I think it was bought at an estate sale. Yeah, estate sale purchase. A basket case without title. So, but understand anything before 1981, before you went into the 17 VIN federal numbers, it's pretty easy to get a title for. All you need is really the bill of sale, and you need a what's called a certificate of ownership. You can go to your state website, well, here in Tennessee you can, and download that single paper form and have whoever you bought it from fill that out and then turn it in. And if there's no, theft record or anything on that VIN, which is a shorter VIN, not a 17 VIN, then the state will actually issue a title in your name. So when I look for bikes, I'm okay with it not having a title as long as it's an older bike before the 17 VIN. Now there's some other requirements in Tennessee. You can buy a bike without a title that is newer than 80 or that's 81 or newer, and get a title for it, but it has to be under a certain value. And if it's over that value, then you have to take pictures of rebuilding it or restoring it or whatever. Send those in. There's a lot of paperwork to that. And there are actually companies out there that will do all that for you. They usually charge about $300 or $400. I've personally never used them. Excuse me. I know a lot of car flippers and stuff do, but I've never used them. I've always had good luck with my local authorities here, just saying, hey, here's what I'm doing. This is honest. Here it is. And I've never had one kick back on me. So we can definitely get a title to that. This 2002, the title is messed up. They signed in the wrong place, but I think we can either put it in a hardtail frame that has an MOS or has a title already with it, and then we can just throw that old title away. It's really useless. So we could do that, or I could, pay to have that title fixed in my name. All right. Any updates, my wife? Curious curiosity question on the 5 speed. Is that a 1/4 or lower? Uh,
I think that's to someone.
oh, somebody else. Okay, thank you. We have trikes in our group. Nothing wrong with the three wheeler. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to be on one day when I can't balance a big bike anymore, or I'll put a sidecar on Lucy and just put you in a sidecar and we can ride. No,
No.
you'd be okay as long as there's not mailboxes on your side. When we first moved up here and I started doing bikes, there was neighbors that said, "Hey, do you know this older woman? She used to ride a bike with a motorcycle with a sidecar, and we always knew when she was drunk because she would forget she had the sidecar and take out everybody's mailboxes on the road." And I'm like, "No, I don't know her. It sounds like a cool person though." All right. 97 Road King, is that before or after the change? Okay, still a different conversation. I'm butting in, I'm sorry. Evo. Yeah, the Evos are a great motor. I think it's the last of the Harley Gallop. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can actually take the twin cams and you can put an adapter on that throttle body that you can actually turn the idle down and get that gallop back. Now, it's not as rich as an Evo or a Shovel or a Pan or anything like that, but you can actually get that gallop back. Uh, all right, Spears. Sorry for the delay in responding. I'm covered in gas up to my elbows. Vapor locking on his car that he got. If it's got the metal tube running across the head, across the valve cover, Spears, buy you some um, clothespins, some wooden clothespins, and attach them to that line, and that'll prevent your vapor lock. Vapor lock. How does it work? I don't know, but it works. I've had to do it on several old trucks that were vapor locking, and I was chasing that thing around everywhere. Hey, speaking of chasing gremlins, I'm at the point in my channel where I get companies sending me stuff all the time. I don't know what I'm looking at, but here is a spark plug tester. Not even opened it up yet. Why would you need a spark plug tester? Well, I've always wanted one. And they said, hey, just next time you're shooting a video, just try it out, you know. And if you like it, put a link down there. I said, okay. I've not even opened it up yet. Never. This is the first time getting it out of the box. And it comes with a little cover and stuff and a plug, some instructions. Why would you need a spark plug tester, man? Just take your old plugs out and throw new ones in, right? Well, um, I've had bad spark plugs right out of the box. I've had spark plugs that will idle, but then you're going down the road at a certain RPM and your bike will sputter. So you're thinking, well, it's got to be gas related. So you'll chase that till you're blue in the face. Then you finally determine it's an electrical issue, so you go to your coil. You test everything out on that. It's good. You go all the way back to the ignition system. It's good. You're running around everywhere. And it was an out of the box spark plug that would spark and idle, but when the RPMs increased and the spark increased, the noid in the plug was bad. This would figure that out really quick. So even new plugs. In our next video, we're going to change plugs in our project bike. We'll test this out. We'll put the old plugs in there, and it's got a little knob. Let me show you. It's pretty cool. It's got a little knob that you crank up and increase the RPMs, the rate of fire. And so you can actually sit there and watch this thing fire. Now it's not digital or nothing. It doesn't show me the rate that it's at, but you can see it visually. So that's going to be pretty cool. And you know, I might stick my fingers in there and see what rate I can handle. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. So we'll try that out. Pretty cool. I've got other stuff that they're sending me, just bike stuff and a scanner for a motorcycle, like a digital, like OBD2 scanner for a motorcycle. So that's cool. So I don't really work a lot on the newer motorcycles, just besides service and tires and stuff like that, bars and things like that. So that might be come in handy as well. We'll test that out. So was running auto lights in my Evo, went back to Champions, and there was a noticeable difference, especially on startup. I love the Champions. I love them. Even in my Panhandle, Lucy, I run Champions. I just like them. I think they're just the best plug out there. Some people don't have good experiences with them. I do. I've Never had one out of the box bad on me. I've never had one fail on me, besides just, the motor running poor and it fouling out. But I pulled some champions out that were pretty bad and they were still sparking. So I might have to switch to champions too. I have some firing issues. Oh, changed the O2 sensors and it still got a little bit of roughness. Yeah. You got a pretty newer Sportster too, don't you? Second Chance, I think. What's yours? A 2014 maybe? 2020. Wow, you got a real newer one. Is that Second Chance? Is that Sportster? Is that 2020 Sportster? It's still air cooled, isn't it? It's not water cooled, is it? I think when they moved over into the water cooled bikes, they really messed up. They should have kept them air cooled because Harley had really perfected the air cooled bike. Now the iron heads, they run hot. Shovel heads gonna run hot unless you got an oil cooler on it. But they Harley had really perfected the air cooled system, and then I hate to see them all now go to water cooled. And I've been seeing this. They stopped the Sportster build, which was a terrible decision by Harley. But then somebody sent me a video that Harley kind of sold the rights to that. So there is actually a Chinese company with Harley machinery building Sportsters. I don't think you can get them here in the States, but they're air cooled Sportsters. Supposedly the reason Harley stopped building the Sportster was because they could not meet the government regulations on emissions. I don't know how much I believe that. Second chance, I agree. Air cooled would have been such a great thing. China Sportsters, yeah. Yeah, believe it. They're out there. I think there's two companies that they license them to build them. They are a Sportster motor. Now they've changed kind of the way they look, the side panels and things like that. But when you see that motor, that's a Sportster motor they threw in there. Well, they're actually building it. They're like 2025s, Sportsters. It's crazy. Okay, thank you, James. A Shinray or something like that. They sound like a Harley. Yeah, they are. They have the plans. Like Harley gave them this stuff. They bought all this from Harley. They got the plans. They got the molds. They got the press. They got everything from Harley. Shipped it over to China, and are making these Sportsters. They are a Sportster motor when they come out of the factory. So if we ever do some traveling over the pond again, might have to get on one and just putt around and see how it goes. I've always wanted to go to England. Sorry. England's probably cool too. I've always wanted to go to Ireland, especially to the Isle of Man. I've always wanted to see that race. And Ireland, I've got a lot of Peterson pipes, smoking pipes that are built there, manufactured there in Ireland. And I always kind of love that culture and stuff. So I've always wanted to go over there. And yeah, I know second chances. Maybe you got some Irish in you. You see the little, even his logo there with the little uh, clover leaf. So I've always wanted to go over there and hang out and see the culture and piddle around and then go to the Isle of Man and watch that crazy, crazy race, best race in the world, and then come back. And I actually had somebody email me from Ireland say, hey, if you're ever over here, say hi and we'll make you a bacon sandwich. And I thought, man, I'm in it now. I didn't even know they had bacon sandwiches in Ireland. I'm there. I hope it's not Canadian bacon though. Okay, so second chance. He's Irish. He's got some Irish in it. China Glide, yeah. A Chinese Sportster. Who would have thought? That's wild. That's crazy. But hey, at least somebody's making some vintage stuff. That's good. I think Harley needs to get back to that. I really do, folks. I think Harley needs to get back to that vintage, old school, simple design, motors, and functionality. Imagine this younger generation getting a hold of something they can work on, something they can learn on, something they can fix themselves. Uh, it'd be just like, the World War II when Harley sent all those bikes over there, sent mechanics over there and taught the soldiers how to work and fix those bikes out in the field. Well, when all those soldiers come back home, guess what they bought? So I think it'd be wise to just get rid of all the gadgets and electronics and doodabbers and go back to the simpleness of what a motorcycle is. I think that'd be cool. Danny, hey to all the motorheads. Finally made a Sunday Night Live. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. With this pulled up here, I can't see. Where are we at? Oh, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Okay, we're good then. I should have slowed down. I kind of blew through all my things I wanted to talk about. I would take you around and show you things in the shop, but I'm afraid you'll get a peek at our project. So I don't want to give that away. I think you'll be happy with it. The thing I'm happy about is the gentleman that had it. It's a one owner bike with the original title. Like I got handed the original title. So I'm in no way, shape, or form getting that in my name. I'm going to frame that title and use it as a show bike, or if somebody's missing that bike in their collection, we might can work something out. But I'm excited to hear it run and ride it down the road. A pretty cool bike. So I like the history that was behind it. And I'll tell you this, here's a little clue. It's not only Harley history, but it's American history as well. Pretty neat. Joe Buck, the Chinese company that bought the Sportster rights also bought an Italian motorcycle company, and they are making the Sportsters in Italy. Oh man, that's awesome! An Italian Sportster. Oh man, does it sound like a Ferrari? I hope not. Um, I want a Euro. Yeah, I've been looking at those around here. They're expensive. Uh, I've been wanting a sidecar to put my grandkids in and my kids, and they can enjoy a Saturday ride once in a while with the group. But God, I tell you, they're expensive. Sidecars, if you just try to buy them by themselves, they're expensive as well. So I've not run up on one that a deal that I could snatch up and take my grandkids out on. Um, Nick, I like the old Rapido dirt bikes. Nice. And I think some of those Urals, they're two strokes, aren't they? Maybe. Maybe I'm just not thinking of the right bike. Uh, very good. All right. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody because my wife's been slacking over here. What are you on, TikTok or something? Facebook?
You didn't miss anything.
Huh?
You didn't miss anything.
Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'll hang out here for just a little bit. If you got any questions or comments or anything you'd like to hear from me. Oh, I did set up. There's this new thing up here. Let me click it. It's a goal. I could set a goal. I didn't know what that was, so I clicked it. 10 super chats. I don't even know what a super chat is. But if I reach that, I'll host a question and answer session. So you can ask me anything, email me anything, and I'll answer all those questions in a special video for everybody. Don't know what that's about. Okay. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Very good. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out in the shop with me and chatting. We try to do this at least once a month, and I'll try my best to always do that for everybody, member or not, subscriber or not, doesn't matter. I think it's good to get together. And looking here back at these comments of you folks chatting back and forth together. That's awesome. That's really cool. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to my wife, who I don't know how much to pay you now.
We'll work it out.
Well, somebody did send her taco money, so appreciate that. Thank you, Mikey, for that. So you do get that, but maybe I don't know, I'll add in some cheese dip or something. I was going to add in some dessert, but I don't know if you've earned dessert.
You got a
I got a what?
question or a comment you might want to read.
Oh, okay. Uh, from Danny.
Mm-hmm.
My 96 Road King. Warming up sounds like I'm getting more out of my front pot. I have that EV25 cam, which is a good cam, lifters and new push rods. I'm probably too late. Oh, in timing. Uh, hmm. Yeah, could be. Let me think for a minute. So more out of the front pipe than the rear. Hmm. With the bike cold, Danny, I would start it and immediately put my palm over the end. Take my sweet tea or unsweet tea cup here. I would put my hand over the end of the pipe on the front and then immediately move it to the rear and make sure you're getting matching compression. If you are, then it is a spark issue, a timing issue, because the fuel delivery hits both cylinders at the same time. So the carb just sprays in a hole, and then it's wide off. So the fuel and air comes in, it hits that back of that intake and splits off. Um, so your fuel is going to be the same on both sides. So it's either compression issue or your timing. Now, usually if your timing is off, it's going to be off on both because the way that the rotor goes around in times.
He said lifters are still quiet and
Oh,
they're
that's
not
good.
giving the gallop sound.
Okay. Well, the gallop sound will come from the idle, so you can adjust that at the idle. It's good that your push rods are quiet. That's good, and your lifters aren't ticking. That's good. Um, yeah, it might be a compression issue, um, and that a lot depends on your pops as well. If they're mufflered. Okay, something just flashed up on my screen. I don't know what that was. So it could be your exhaust. It could be a loose exhaust gasket on the rear pipe. Could be an obstruction in your rear if you got a muffler or baffles. It could be something like that. Oh, Pops on three. Thank you for your. Well, I don't know what that is. Is it a super chat? A super
I think
thanks?
it's a super chat, maybe.
Super chat. Thank you. Okay, so I got 1 out of 10.
And then
Awesome.
James Rogers sent $2.
Oh, on the chat too.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Just sending to help reach the goal. Awesome. Well, it's only showing one, but that's two. Okay. Well, thank you guys. It's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Mm. Runs great. That's good. Otherwise, no hiccups. Okay. Yeah, I would just check that rear exhaust gasket and the rear exhaust itself. Did did you use the flat gaskets? Did you use the cone gaskets? It kind of all depends on that. Um, is the seal good and tight? Is there any blow by out of where the header goes up into the head? I would look for that. And then your gallop's going to come, of course, from your idle. You can idle down and should be able to get that good gallop. If you still don't, then it might be a timing issue. But if it's a timing issue, it would be on the front and the rear. And on startup, it would not start up good. it might kick back out of the carb, and when you turn it off, it might kick back out of the carb too. That's a telltale sign of bad timing. But if you're not getting any of that, then I would dig around in that rear exhaust somewhere. Oh, thank you, Pops, for the bike giveaway. So we'll add that $4.99 to the bike giveaway. Thank you so much. I'm throwing it all in my Cash App and spending it on the bike to give away. That's awesome. Plugs should tell the tale. Yeah, you could look at the plugs as well. Excuse me. If it's firing though, um, your plugs are probably going to be the same color as the fronts. I'm guessing timing to valve too tight. You're saying I'll check the exhaust. Yeah, I would check that. Starts beautifully. Okay, so I wouldn't think it's your timing then. I just enjoy your opinion over my own. Oh, thank you, Danny. Did you hear that? Somebody enjoys my opinion over there. If you guys can't tell, I love my wife. I poke at her all the time, and she's fun to poke at. So uh, we've been married 26 years. It's been together a long time. Dated about what, a year before that. So we've been together a long time. So Danny, if you can't get that figured out, or even if you do, please email me and let me know what the issue was, so that way I can know in the future. And understand, I get a lot of emails like, "Hey, what's wrong with my bike? I did this and now it's not doing that." Well, it's almost impossible without seeing the bike myself and going through some checks that I would go through to properly diagnose a bike. I had one guy from New York email me a video of his bike running, and his buddy had done some motor work on it, and it was making a ticking noise. And he said, "I heard you can listen to bikes and know what's wrong with them." Well, I'm not like the bike whisperer or nothing. But he showed me the video, and in the video, he happened to be recording on the side where his pipes were, and his exhaust bracket was loose and banging up on the frame. So I did fix that for him over the internet. Wow, 26 years, great example for the rest of us. Well, thank you. Second chance, very kind of you to say. Oh, Danny, 34 years for us uh, in the 25th. Oh, on the 25th. Oh, well, congratulations, Danny. Wow. Um, that's awesome. Oh, Miss Kathy. You need to be rested, Miss Kathy. You're in the hospital. Send him $2. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Now it's showing up that I got 2 out of the 10. That's very good. Um, and I'll contact you, Miss Kathy, if that's okay tomorrow, and check on you and make sure I can't help you in any way.
Read what she said.
What did she say? Okay, she's a good sport. This she's talking about you. She's a good sport. I love the smile she puts on your face. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, sometimes it's smiles, sometimes it's fear. She's going through menopause, and good night. Hey, but she is in her hot flash stage. Yes, I can keep the bedroom ice cold now with a fan on and a blanket tucked up. It's the best stage, really. I've waited for this. I've waited for this. Congrats to you all. Dang, be 26 this year for us. Oh, good. Awesome. Um, sausage fingers. I got sausage fingers too when I'm trying to type sometimes. Oh, that's good. See, that's what we do out here. You should have been out here with all the lives, hanging out and cutting up and chatting and talking and wrenching. That's awesome. Thank you, Pops, for the congratulations. All right, so I don't want to take up any more of your time just sitting here staring at you. Thank you guys so much for all the comments and all the uh, talks amongst yourselves and let me be a part of that. I want to actually go back and read all the conversations and stuff. I like that. And then I'm going to hit the ground running in the morning, finishing up and doing some filming and almost every day now I'm filming or work or editing or preparing the film, and the shop has really turned into a YouTube shop, and I love that. I never dreamed it would be that, but I love it so much more than what I used to do because I have a lot more control now of what we put on lists. So I love it. Danny, love your all your content. I watch and sometimes rewatch. Thank you, Danny. Watch as much as you want. It's nothing extra, so just wear it out. I know some people just turn it on at night. I've heard I put their kids to sleep pretty quick, and so some people use it maybe as a babysitting tool. That's fine with me. I've heard all the things. I'm the Bob Ross of motorcycles. I'm the motorcycle vice grip garage. I've heard all those things. I do have a slow voice. I do have a country Appalachian voice, and my words don't come out right sometimes. So sometimes I just make words up. So thank you for watching and especially rewatching. I need covers. Gets to 70 or below, and me setting still, my blood slows and I'm cold. And I grew up in upstate New York. Oh, you've been through some cold then. I don't like cold. Um, every time we go on vacation down in Florida, my wife's like, "Let's move here. Let's move here. Let's move here." And I'm like, "Well, with YouTube, we could. We could just move down there and film down there." Um, and I could even find a better shop than what I got here. 56 in October. 56 years of marriage. Can you stand me that long?
Yeah.
You need to be over here. People probably think I'm awful to you or something. She's over here grinning like a possum, so don't worry about her. Oh, my dad's on here, David Butler. Good night, bud. Love you guys. Good night, Dad. Love you. See you, I'm sure, sometime this week. I really appreciate your content. Has helped me a few times. Thank you, Pops. I appreciate that. Fast metabolism was about a 135 when graduated. Now I'm 148ish. Wow, that's awesome metabolism. Um, that's really good. So, Joe Buck, have a good night. God bless. Thank you, Joe, for hanging out with us. Danny, thank you. Blessings from Minnesota. Minnesota. I bet Second Chance goes through some cold times. Pops, God bless. Good night, all. Great chat, Kevin. Thank you, old man Joe. Appreciate it. Hate Florida. Too dang hot from March, April until November. Take the hottest days we had here, add a few degrees and more. Humidity, dew point. That's the thing that gets me here in Tennessee is the daggum humidity. Whew. And every year as I get older, it gets rougher on me. That humidity just smothers me. Now I go down to Florida, especially around the Gulf and stuff, and I get that ocean breeze, and it could be, 98 degrees, but it feels like it's, 78. It's crazy. And then every time I go down to Florida, my sinuses clear up. I don't sneeze. I don't cough. And then on the drive back home, which I feel just all the pollen and humidity coming at me. July heat in Florida will take your breath away. Uh, in the mid states, if we do, it's a storm coming. That's for sure. And this spring, boy, we got rain after rain after rain and storms. Remember all those storms and tornadoes and stuff? So yeah, we had a rough spring and we had a pretty good summer. We had about a month that was just unbearable heat. So much heat advisories out that I actually one week come out and tried to work at night, and that did not work at all for me. Whew. So, Anne Marie Island is a great place for ocean breezes. We've been there, haven't we?
Mm-mm.
Where's that at? Anne Marie Island. Isn't that over by where we went in South Carolina?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
It wasn't. What was that there? That was like a retirement place.
In South Carolina?
Uh huh. Or going up the coast there. We were coming back from vacation. We stopped there for a day.
Tybee Island?
Tybee Island. Yeah, is it around there? Isn't
I
it?
don't think so.
Oh.
I think it's.
Okay. So I don't know. Anyway, now we're talking about beaches. Good night. We've gotten off
Put it
track.
on your list.
Put it on the list. Okay, we'll put it on the list. Oh, it's Tampa Bay. Oh, okay. Well, we've been there. We've been Tampa Bay, haven't we?
Just driving through.
Yeah, just driving through. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where was that we were going to go after we left Disney? Where did we go? We went there. Saint something.
Sarasota?
Oh, it was Saint something.
I've been there.
Hadn't been there. Okay. We'll need to add that to our list. This is a traveling mama right here. She loves to travel. She's always planning. So I just say, hey, just keep planning. One day we'll go. That's true, though. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. To all you that gave tonight, much, much appreciated. Never expected. And we thank you. Everything given will go right into our bike giveaway fund. And I was able to buy some parts already out of that fund. So it's been great. I'm going to get the stuff off the Spears. We got to get it down the road first and then get all the tins off the Spears. And of course, Spears, we're not going to barter this time. I'm paying you, brother, for the work. I want it to be just knockout like you always do. So I know your time is valuable, so we'll make it right with you. Kathy, thank you both for the video. Well, Miss Kathy, we'll be praying for you, and I hope that you're out of the hospital by the time I get to call you. Good night, all. Great chat. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Charlie. And to all you folks that are hanging out with us, thank you so much. To my wife, to Second Chance, and tell your mama now I said hi.